Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Maury's Music and another edition of Virtual Tour. What's going on, everybody? Blueridge Guitars, Martin Guitars, Colorado Capos, Winter Weather. It's episode 146. Robert says, looks like another instance of watching today's Virtual Tour on YouTube. Have a good time, everyone. Thank you very much, Robert. You too. Rosanna says, good evening, Maury. Everyone in the chat, happy Wednesday. I always forget you guys are evening before we are. It's good to see you, Rosanna. Jim Bailey, happy Wednesday, folks. Let winter weather here in Vermont. Mud season is around the corner. Yeah, I'm sure. Right past the snow and the ice. Like your video on tuning a guitar by ear. Can we have more nuggets of knowledge, please? Yes, you can. I just have to think of which ones to do. I'm a little bit late getting that one up. A couple of people asked me, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for saying so. Late winter, not let winter. I was thinking you were going to say let winter, like stay in Vermont, which was okay with me too. It's okay, I speak typo, so that doesn't matter to me. Jeez, duh. It's going to be a good show. We almost got into the all sunburst category, but I stopped myself. We have a couple of different body sizes shown here. We have GPC, SC, full-size Dreadnought, and I don't know, what are we going to do in the next segment? I got a request from the boss. She said if you could make some time, she does want me to show a D42. So I want to ask Mark out there, is the ban on D42s up yet? Is it okay to show one of those later? Because we have too many in stock, and every once in a great while, the corporate monster that is Maury's Music wants to get some guitars on camera. So let me know if you disagree with that. Let's begin the show. It's episode 146, and it starts right now. What's happening, David Belcher? Good afternoon to yourself. First, we're going to show you a guitar that makes for a good afternoon. It's the SC-13E Special. I'm not done. Burst. Check it out. Oh, look how lovely that is. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous SC guitar. It's one of the most modern of all the SC guitars. Not that they're not all modern, but this is more modern than the others. This is the most recent. It is spruce top, Zero-Cody fine veneer back and sides. Really, really nice, unique, proprietary sunburst finish. This is a 13 fret long scale guitar. Very, very similar. Has a lot in common with the SC-13E Koa and the SC-10. Really, really, really playable. Some good friends of ours that know what they're talking about have voted, and we've talked off camera, on camera. This is a really playable guitar everywhere on the neck. Even if you're not one of those people that would use all the frets up here, if you're not a lead guitar player, it's still extremely comfortable down at the first fret. So please keep this on your radar if you want a very, very playable guitar that sounds really good. Jim Bailey, how your way to string a guitar video? I told Jim a minute ago I speak typo. I will do that next. Yes, I won't title it that way because it's not going to do well in search engines, but I will do a how your way. I'm going to have fun with that. How your way to string a guitar video. Yes, coming right up after this program. SC-13E Special Burst. Thanks for letting me have a little bit of fun with you, Jim. 213 is the ending serial number. Let's play it. All right, I'm cooking dinner. Give me a break. I'm just teasing with the Jim and save me a slice. You making pizza? Martins and More revealed to us that the buyers prefer guitars made of mahogany. I don't know why you would come to this program talking like that, but you're right. You are right. I've tried as hard as I can. I threw that cable down for effect. I hope it worked. I tried as hard as I could last year and all the years I'm here to make sure that buyers that want to buy the right stuff buy Rosewood. And it's clear to me now I haven't done a good enough job. Too many good customers have purchased D18s. I forget who said it in the chat on Monday, but somebody suspects that Roeth bought 10 or 11 D18s last year just to push those numbers up. But yes, if you want to watch a good podcast, I'll remind you again later, but Martins and More this past Monday, we revealed that the D18 was, I guess, no-brainer is probably the best way to say it. But, and Dave was happy to see how well the SC line is selling. Yes, indeed, I'm in it right now, so I definitely have to say it. It really is, for good reason. All right, SC-13E Special Burst. What's up, Rosalind? Pete just got an HD28. Yeah, that's awesome. Natural, sunburst, amber tone. Tell us more. Congratulations. Phil makes a good point from that podcast. There were 3 all-hog guitars in that list. Could you believe it? Go check it out. It was really, really informative to me as well as everybody else listening. Jim Adams checking in from sunny SoCal. 10 feet of snow in the mountains. Hold on. 10 feet of snow in the mountains. An hour north of here, more on the way. Rosewood rules. That's awesome, Jim. Everything about that's awesome. This is the best part of the week, says Harold. The second best part, if you count Martin versus Martin. Thank you very much, Harold. I'm honored to own the 2 best parts of the week. If you think you enjoy these days, you do not have any idea how fun it is for me. But thank you so much for saying that. David, I guess I'm not going to get any work done for an hour. Who needs deadlines? Hey. Deadlines make deals, say the football teams, but we're not playing sports. So take a break. You earned it. I'll give you permission. Next up, we have so many guitars to go. This is a BR-160. Here we have the Blueridge version of what would probably be most closely related to a D28, but it's got some HD28 to it as well. Rosewood back and sides, solid spruce top, citrus spruce top. Long scale scallop bracing, forward shifted scallop bracing, so it's really an HD28 clone. And I'm going to dare play a couple songs, the second of which I haven't played in an awful long time, but I want to start playing it again. So it's always nice to practice songs on Wednesdays because I don't have to sing them, and if I get them wrong, well, not that I can't get them wrong Thursday. What's up, Mark Henry? This is a BR-160. Serial number here ends in 004. This has been on the program a couple times. Sounds like this. this. What's that video on tuning, Jim? Right. Don't forget, guys, we need your input. We need your input on the guitars in the second segment. We have to ask Mark for his permission to maybe show a D42. Ish, little bit of a Grateful Dead for the guy upstairs, Andrew, behind the scenes. Next up, we're gonna get a little bit more modern, a little more progressive. Move back to the Martin brand and a GPC-13E Burst. The instrument here I'm holding has a serial number that ends in 275. This is the exact guitar Jerry Garcia played for most of... No, I'm only kidding. This is pretty recent. This guitar hasn't been around that long, but it's very, very cool. It is the GPC body size. It's got high pressure, not high pressure, but veneer, fine veneer, Zero Cody back and sides with a mahogany core. That's the inside and the outside of the back and sides. So if you look inside of the sound hole, you'll actually see this fine veneer. It's not just the interior wood or the core wood showing, but the reflective properties of the Cerakote veneer are present and inherent inside of the guitar, so it's really cool. The top is a unique sunburst. This guitar is also scallop braced, long scale. Beautiful white binding. A very, very dark looking guitar. And Mark says, I guess I could step out for a minute as long as it's not 697. I'll make sure that I put a good word in for making a 697 the last guitar you ever see on this program. At least this week. But if you're just joining us, we don't dislike D42s. We just have to pace ourselves. My name's Maury with Maury's Music. I hope you guys are having a good time so far. Please let me know who you are. Introduce yourself like I just did. Let us know where you're watching from, which guitars you'd like to see. And if you're lurking, you're the kind of person who just likes to watch the show and not say hi, please don't feel like you can't. This is a very inclusive and welcoming bunch. And if you guys think it's a little same 11 people always talking, that doesn't have to be that way. You're certainly welcome to pipe in, let us know what you think, especially if you're happy. So let's play this next guitar, GPC-13E from the Road series in a burst. What's up, John Washburn? Pretty guitar indeed. And maybe Mark wants to see 697 one more time before it ships to him. That's what I like to see. It saw me smiling at the beginning of that song. That's when I read that comment. Bourbon and Scotch talk is also welcomed. Ron Aitken, I'm from Toronto. I'd love to hear a Boucher. How should I pronounce that? BG52 if you have it. I'm sorry, we don't carry that brand. I can't even say that brand. But kidding aside, that's not something I have able to play for you, but I am glad you're here. If you have a Martin or Blueridge you'd like to see as a second best, please let us know. I bet you it's Boucher. I shouldn't pull a Ron Burgundy and read the teleprompter, whatever's on it. All right, MS 19 pounds. Am I saying that right? Hello to you too. Bill, I'll call you Bill. May I call you Bill? Could you please play a D35 in the second half? That we can do. We have that. We have probably a few of those. Thank you very much. And yeah, again, Mark's not the first one to mention whiskey. Is that good? To continue, GPC-13E Burst. Nice, John, nice. Okay, that's a GPC-13E Burst. What's up, Lee? Working tonight, busy, but it's good to see you in the chat. Ron, I've got a question for you. BR-180A has been discontinued. It's been replaced with a 280. Would you like to see a stock 180 with a Sitka top, or the 280, which does replace the Adirondack topped BR-180A? So I'll throw that question back to you, not completely remembering if we have both of those in stock, but what I mean is let me know if you'd like to see an Adirondack top guitar or a Sitka, and we'll do what we can to A, get that guitar in front of the camera for you, and B, put off the inevitable and Mark's D42. Thank you, Ron. 280. Awesome. If we have it, we'll do it. If you build it, they will come. If we have it in stock, we will tune it up. Who recognizes this guitar from my famous video hours ago? Jim Bailey, I know you do. D-10E Sapele is here. 085 is the ending serial number. This is the guitar from the tuning video, and if you didn't get a chance to see that yet, check it out on YouTube. I went through basically what I'll do tuning up these guitars. I don't literally go with a tuner. I get the A in tune with an electronic tuner, and then I tune the rest of the guitar by ear in my own weird way that I think allows the neck to move in the right places, in the right ways. I'll basically tune the A, and then the E and the B, and then the D and the A, the D and the G, and then the E. So it's the way that it's putting stress on the guitar's neck in order. I think ends up being a pretty stable way of keeping it in tune. We'll see. This was tuned 3 hours ago. We'll see if it's still in tune. Mark has not purchased the D42. You didn't miss anything, but that's right now. I can't speak for what happens in the future. Let's play the D10E. Good point, Jim. Good point. Martin D-10E from the Road series. Check it out on our website. 1085 is the ending serial number. Actual pictures are on the images tab. Now we're talking about some really good bourbon. And is it peer pressure or beer pressure, Mark? There's a big difference. Don't let anybody peer pressure you into anything, but if they're going to beer pressure you, that's exciting. And speaking of exciting, we have a birthday in the chat. I was hoping to see him here. Anthony C. Phillips, aka Tone Guy. Happy birthday to you. You are now legally old enough to vote and drink, and I do hope you make the most of both of those things. I swore I'd never get political, but I hope you have enough to drink tonight, and it's maybe we'll see you later on a Zoom call if you know what I'm talking about. But Anthony Phillips, happy sincere birthday to you. And what I'll do for you, Tony, Tone Guy, Anthony, I'm going to play some good other Phillips music while I'm gone. I'm going to go to the second half of the program. We're going to get a D42, a mahogany back and sides Blueridge perhaps, a BR280, all kinds of good stuff. And you're going to listen to the other Phillips. And I should never call him the other Phillips, but right now it's only appropriate. The other Phillips is going to play some music for you while I'm gone. The second half of episode 146 is coming right up after these messages. Happy birthday, Tone Guy. Okay guys, we're back. I'm back. Martins and More's back every Monday on YouTube and all the popular podcast platforms. This past week was a really good show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We did talk about the 10 best-selling Martin guitars at Maury's Music. Our friend Jeannie, I believe it was, gave us the idea. She actually asked us, what are the 10 best-selling Martin guitars from Martin? But while we recorded the show, at that time, Martin wasn't sure what they could tell us as far as legalities of it. So we recorded the episode, and then right before the episode went live, we did find out the top best-selling Martin guitars in no particular order right before the show went to air. So if you watch that program on YouTube, find the replay, and in the comment section, you'll see a list of the 10 guitars that are the most popular at Martin. And in that list was a backpacker, and I could not contain myself. I wanted to run to David Belcher and tell him the good news. It's a good program. Check it out if you can. Watch it on demand on the replay. Next week's episode is going to be next Monday. That's what I'll tell you. It's going to be good. Check it out. Bookmark it. YouTube it. Apple Podcast it. Spotify it. Do what you want with it, but enjoy it if you can. It's Martins and More. Spoon Phillips is the man, as Steve Smith would say. And we're back to the chat. We have a D42 that's sparkly. That's what this is. This is 697. I hope it's the right one. Pete likes the way that we tune up the guitar in the video, starting with A and the E. That is exactly true. Lee wants Rosanna to, do we have any whiskey, or do I have to stop and get some on my way home? This live chat is not your, what's the word? What do they call that when you put it on the fridge? This isn't your note board. You keep that stuff to yourselves, guys. And there should always be whiskey at home. Happy birthday, Sis Rosalind. Lee, you always need more whiskey. Yeah, are you in danger of buying too much is probably the right question. But next, we have the guitar that I'm not sure I should show you, so I'll just try and start doing it. This is the D42. 697 is the ending serial number. This was built especially for Lee, and then when he bought his, Martin started building them especially for Mark. It's true because I said it on YouTube. Beautiful, beautiful rosewood Sitka. This guitar is pre-November 1st, so this is a solid Sitka spruce top. And just to be fair, there you go. Next. Oh, I couldn't do that. I was trying to make Mark laugh, but we can't get away with. We can't not do it. We can't not show this gorgeous guitar. And I've learned something for Tone Guy's birthday. I've been playing this song wrong all my life, and I finally got the beginning of it. This is for Birthday Boy. Happy birthday, Tony Phillips. Retirement music. Thank you, the Hermit. What's up, Fog? Good to see you. Ooh, Mark, I feel for you. This is a good one. D42. Please let us know if you have any questions about how to ship this to Mark, I guess is what I should say. So we're going to cleanse your palate a little bit. We're going to go somewhere completely different. Somebody was nice enough in the chat to ask for a mahogany back and sides Blueridge. So we're going to go from a Nazareth-made rosewood Sitka Cannon to a very small, almost a triple O. Basically, Blueridge's version of a triple O, but it's laminated mahogany back and sides. It is the BR43. Check this out. Let me know in the chat if you're a fan of the Blueridge BR43. Little baby. Guitar's free shipping is $6,200. Now you're thinking like a store. There's a place for you here, David. 004 is the ending serial number here on the BR43. And if you love the D42, I don't know what you're going to think of this. It's so different, but it's meant to be different. These aren't competing. This is a solid Sitka spruce top over laminated mahogany back and sides. Really, really affordable instrument and a great, great sound, honestly, at any price. We're having scallops with mango salsa similar to my CEO9, mango wood with scallop bracing. That guitar sounds delicious, Roslyn. My wife made scallops a couple nights ago, and we didn't even think about talking about Martin guitars. How shame on me. I could pick up cans on the highway, says Mark. Whatever it takes, right? Pick up cans of cash, maybe. Ooh, like a Les Paul and a Fender Strat. That's exactly like I would say it. Thanks, Pete. Very good way to say that. We got grilling going on. Tone Guy's doing some flank steaks, not the guitar. Don't forget to hit the like button. You know it. But it's the subscribe button that's dangerous. I'll see if I can get to that before the show's over. Gotta watch that thing. BR43, what a good little strummer. I can't reach my sound effects. Let me just get over here. You guys wonder what he means by Stimpy says what? Says what? So the whole thing around here is it's not dangerous at all to hit the like button. It's very encouraged, but be very, very careful, or at least somewhat careful, about the subscribe button.
See this button? Don't touch it, you fool!
Of course, that's the Stimpy we have the rights to use. We certainly couldn't get the real Stimpy. But if you ask me, any little blue puppet, as long as he sounds like that, works for me. Now, you guys remember earlier we played a BR42. That was a genuine Nazareth-made 42. This isn't. This is the BR180. I know I made a big deal a moment ago about getting the right guitar. I'm sorry, we don't have a 280 in stock. We sold our last one just a few days ago. So this is the Sitka-topped BR180. It's not the same guitar as the 180A you talked about in the chat, and it's not the 280 that replaced that. So I do apologize. It's the next best thing. That's all we could really bring down. But it's a looker. It's really nice. Tony's playing his age in guitars today. A pair of D-10Es, a 1958 and a 2022. Ooh. The only person in the chat that, probably the only person in the chat that has more guitars than this store. Happy birthday again, Tony Phillips. Please, what's the word? Can you put your mailing address in the chat without giving too much away in case somebody wants to send you a guitar? Maybe, what's the word I'm looking for? When you, I can't think of it. Show the back. Shut up and show the back, he says. Okay, here's the front. Really, really pretty guitar. This is solid Sitka and solid rosewood, but look at the rosewood. Ready? Encrypted. That's the word I couldn't think of. Encrypt. Put your mailing address on the chat, but encrypt it so nobody knows what it is, but we can all send you a guitar. This is a really nice guitar, guys. You need a P.O. box as big as a 14-fret dread. Jim Adams, are we going to bring in the Super D? I don't know. I'm looking into that. I'd like to try. We are not a custom shop. We are not a custom expert dealer. So therein lies the rub. It's eventually going to be, that guitar is eventually going to be allowed to be sold at all the dealers and even lowly certified online dealers like us. But yes, we're going to definitely look into it. I hope so. BR180, not to be confused with the 180A that I wish I had here, or the 280 that just sold. I'm almost positive, Tony, this is 1 11/16. It sure feels like it. Hence the mistakes. All right, BR180, please let us know if you have any questions about this great Blueridge guitar, or any guitars on the show or otherwise. It's getting to that time, guys. Getting to be that time. All we have left is a D35. Somebody said, show me something that ends in 35. This show is going to end in 35. 680 is the ending serial number here. Kind of a good guitar to put in this place because we're going to compare Blueridge to Martin, and not exactly the same bracing pattern, but rosewood, Sitka. We got scallop bracing forward shifted on the BR180. Here we have thinner bracing, but it's not scallop. So we have the D35 bracing, of course, the gorgeous 3-piece back that I will not only tell you about, but show you about. Beautiful. This is pre-November 1st. This is another beautiful Sitka spruce top. Extra half-hour show for the birthday boy. That sounds like punishment for the birthday boy. 3-piece back on the 35. This guitar, it's not a D42, but it's in the same family. This is kind of the, well, I wouldn't even call it a little baby brother to the D42, but it's related. It's, how would you describe it? If the D42 is what it is, what is the D35 in relationship to the D42? It doesn't matter. Just have to think of things to say in between sips. Once again, if you're just joining us, you missed the whole thing. I'm Maury with Maury's Music. This has been episode 146 of Virtual Tour. Please consider sharing this program with your friends. If you'd like to play a practical joke and make somebody watch something for an hour, whatever gets the views. This D35 680 is the ending serial number. I'm going to play a couple more songs, get on out of here. And tomorrow, Martin versus Martin. Me and Marshall, we're going to trade some songs, trade some stories, see if we can't keep my sisters off the program for the first week in a long time. They had so much fun 2 weeks ago. They kind of showed up last week. I'm not sure what they're doing tomorrow. I shouldn't say that. Really great of them to help us out. Carolyn and Sam, if you're watching this, sorry I said that. You guys are awesome. Let's do a couple more tunes and invite you guys to check it out tomorrow at 6 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube. D-35. It's so weird. When Mark asked about quarter-inch bracing on the D-35, I looked over at the D-42 and it went as if it knows you're talking to other guitars. That was weird. It was really weird. Yes, quarter-inch bracing. Guys, that's going to do it for episode 146. Thank you very, very much for watching, for all your support. Thank you very much, Tone Guy, for having a birthday and letting us share it with you. We'll see you tomorrow night, 6 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube. Martin versus Martin. It's going to be a good one. Check it out tomorrow. We'll see you then. Have a good day.